Hey guys, it's May December, it's me and I'm back again. And this time I'm going to do a mystery review for my box. Yeah, that's right, the box of Vinegar Syndrome movies I bought the other day on Blu-ray that I showed off in my recent video. If you haven't seen it, then go ahead and see it. It's steamy, it's hot, and it's incredible to watch. And I'm saying that because that's my video. Anyway, so let's pick a movie out of the box and see what we find. It's going to be a mystery thing. I'm not even going to look. I'm going to put my hand in and we're going to see. So let's do that now. Here's the box. Oh, let's put my hand in. Let's get into oh, what's going on? Oh, shit. What's going on? Let's have a look. Oh, shit. What's going on? Let's have a look. What movie? Oh, let's see what movie is it. Oh, okay. We've got the first movie is going to be Cutting Class with Brad Armpit in. I did not expect that to be the first movie to watch, but hey, I say, well, that's got to be okay. And boy, this is a big mess now. So I will see you after I've watched the movie, and then I'll be reviewing it. So see you then, guys. And yeah, I'll be back in just a few moments. Bye. Okay, guys, I just got done with the first random movie out of the box, and that movie was Cutting Class from 1989, starring Donovan Leitch, Brad Pitt, and Jill Schoelen. So, from what I gather from the story, Brad Pitt is this really cool character called Dwight, who's dating Paula, who's a cheerleader. And Brian comes back in their life, played by Donovan Leitch, and he's got out of the mental hospital. He did something really bad, and now he's out, and he looks mentally ill, and he looks like like your typical slasher kind of villain. Where they're a bit unstable, and you're like, is it the villain or is it just some poor sap? And they're trying to make you think it's the villain, who's the bad guy of the movie. Now, most of the time when that happens, you're like, oh, okay, this guy's not the killer. Or you're like, yeah, this guy's definitely a killer. Look how creepy he is. Anyway, he keeps turning up everywhere they go. He keeps finding stuff. He keeps doing this. He's always watching Paula because he's madly in love with Paula. While Dwight, who's actually dating her, is basically threatening him the whole time, and he's been given a possible scholarship, I think, to do basketball or something. And I couldn't really figure that out. Maybe that's because I've lost interest a little bit at one point. And then the kills start happening, and people start dying. People start getting killed in different ways. One guy gets put in like an oven thing, and the temperature rises. And I said to my wife, he's cooking tonight. And then you've got someone who gets killed on a photocopier machine, and all this other kills, like guys vote against it and so forth. Now, a lot of the kills weren't very graphic. They weren't very led up to. They were kind of just like, oh, it's happening now. Get over it. It's happening, done, dusted, and then let's get back to the, melodrama of the three characters. Now, there's some other characters in it, like there's Martin Mull, who played William Castle, who's Paula's father. At the beginning, he gets shot with an arrow while he's hunting, and then you think he's dead, but then he wakes up, and he's trying to find his way home. And that bit, not so funny. Now, I think the film was meant to be a bit of a comedy as well, because some of the things that happen in the movie. And the most funniest thing in the movie is, to be honest, the dialogue. The dialogue is terrible. Like, for instance, one character says to another, while having their head in a vice, I always said we had a tight relationship. Now I'm going to make it tighter. And Brad Pitt's character says to Paula says to Dwight, says to Paula, oh, your father's bigger than me because he's wearing his clothes, but he's not. But I'm bigger where it counts. Down below. And you get all these things like, oh, if you think I'm the person who's doing this, if you think I'm the person doing that, then And you got all these kind of red herrings. Like there's one bit where the characters have to pick whether or not to go through door one or door two, and the math teacher's with the person, and it's one of those kind of like, if a train's going this way and the train's going that way, when will they meet? Now the teacher can't figure it out, and it's a maths teacher, so I don't know why he got hired. And when she says to him, why can't you figure out? He goes, because I wasn't prepared. So I think that's supposed to be a joke about how teachers read out of books when they teach, basically, and they aren't smart at all. Now, you've got a great bits in it, like you've got a teacher who tells her to bend over to pick up a cheerleader outfit, and basically stares at her white panties, you know, and you've got all these creepy different people and all this, but for the most part, the movie is very lackluster. There isn't much to it. There isn't a sense of, you know, real character development. It just seems like they're all kind of brain dead teenagers who, you know, don't really have any real, how can I put it, any real depth to who they are or what they're doing. You know, like for instance, Brad Pitt's character, Dwight, is always moody. He's always getting angry with people because you're supposed to think, I guess, that he gets angry and he kills people. And then you've got Brian, right, who walks around like a brain dead Frankenstein like zombie, always looking crazy, staring at people, and always, you know, like staring at them before they die. So I think it's supposed to go, oh, you know, he killed them. And Paula, well, other than being a very attractive girl, you know, for like the late 80s, and also, you know, Jill Strong being in like Popcorn and stuff, you know, at the time, she's not very smart. So, yeah, the movie, it doesn't drag on. I mean, after the first hour, you're kind of like, what's happening now? And then when the things do happen, it starts getting really stupid and like fights with tools in a tool shop. Her convincing somebody, oh, you know, if you do this, I'll like you. You know, the usual tropes you get in these kind of movies. It was very disappointing. But at the same time, I'd never seen it before. So I'm kind of glad I got to watch it. And I'll be honest with you, it was nice seeing Brad Pitt in a different kind of role than what he has been in the past. So it was nice seeing a young Brad Pitt acting like a young teenager and being stupid, basically. So yeah, not a bad movie. If I had to rate it, I would probably rate it a 2.5 out of 5, to be honest. Great one-time watch. Once you've watched it, just skip to the best lines in the movie. And then just watch them, I'd say. The disc had quite a few audio commentaries and stuff, so that was quite nice for me to look back on in the future to kind of, you know, listen to hear, you know, what the directors and so forth think of it. So yeah, it was an alright movie. It wasn't anything special. I recommend giving it a one-time watch if you haven't watched it before. And, you know, I reckon that it's one of those films you put on your shelf, you watch. You might watch it again in the future with some friends to laugh about. But in the end, it's going to be one of those one-time watches. So, yeah. Glad I got to pick that movie out. It wasn't too bad, wasn't too good, but most of all, it was mostly funny, but not supposed to be funny, even though it's got comedy elements in it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and join me for the next review coming soon. Bye, guys. Oh, also subscribe if you haven't already.